I always thought that I would, I was going to be a farmer or, at least be involved in agriculture to some degree. And then, high school, my grandparents wanted me to become either get into accounting or the medical field.
Well, that was here already when you were here.
That was here already. I actually took 2 years I took classes for 2 years in college, but I dropped out because I felt like I was just wasting time. Like, this is not my career path.
Okay, wait. That's a good point, no? Because I keep telling my kids, try to acquire and do things that you want to do, tolerate the things that you have to do, and get rid of the things that you really don't want to do.
Right.
So this is good.
Those are great advice.
Diba? So 2 years into college, biglang all of a sudden, wait a minute, did you say waste of time or did you say?
I wouldn't say it was a waste of time, but don't ask me what my grades were for those classes, like economics and, I just did not do well in those classes. The one class that I did really well in was English, because then you could be a little bit more creative with that, and pottery. I kept taking ceramic classes at PCC.
So arts talaga, no?
Yeah, I was really creative. Those were the classes that I excelled in. Art history, those were the things, the classes na talagang I always paid attention. I always showed up.
Right. So PCC, people who go to PCC are very, mga ano sila eh, free ang utak ng mga tao sa PCC.
Yeah.
Fashion wise also.
Yeah, correct.
Right? So did you have a keen eye at PCC o wala pa?
Wala pa.
Talaga.
Yeah, I was still trying to figure it out. And I actually, my mother was working for post-production TV at Hollywood, doing accounting. So they, she knew that I wasn't happy with my classes. Didn't really want to keep taking classes. So she said, we have an opening. One of my coworkers is on maternity, so we need help sa accounting. Sabi ko, how much? $15 an hour. I mean, I was 20 years old.
Right.
I said, I'll do it.
For someone who did that, like economics,
Yeah, I'm like, I'll do it. So I went in there and ended up getting hired full time as an accounting clerk. At that point, it kind of opened up my eyes to possibilities because I saw creatives there. The editors.
Yes.
I saw a lot of the producers were there. Helping edit the TV shows.
So wait, this is good because basically what I'm getting at is, regardless of what foot went where, as long as it's in the door.
It's correct. It was in the right, at least it was in the right
direction.
Yeah, the right direction.
Diba? Kahit let's call Francis from accounting.
Yeah.
Parang Bob from accounting. Okay, this is Francis from accounting. Pero guess what? I'm in a post-production company in Hollywood. So that's my in.
My in, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that was actually how I got in with my first job at a modeling agency. I didn't go in as a receptionist or an intern. I went through the back door through
Correct.
accounting.
Yes.
I got an accounting job at LA Models.
Oh,
one of the top agencies in the United States. I mean, in Los Angeles, in the country.
Still, you weren't into recruiting models. You were still finding your way at this time.
Nangangapa lang ako. Sabi ko, like, what do I want to do? I mean, sa post-production, they offered me to train me to become a visual, visual effects or an editor. Sabi nila, which, because they're always wanting to hire.
And they're very encouraging, diba?
From within. They really want to, they want to bring everybody up,
Yes.
Let's just train. people that are already here that
Right.
understand. After 6 years working at post-production, I said, I'm in the wrong spot. I mean, I'm in kind of the right direction, pero this is not where I want to be.
But then again, you were building authority in the accounting department, right?
Correct, yeah. I mean, I understand that
Yeah.
part of the business, which really helps me in
Ang galing, no?
in modeling.
Okay, so you went to LA Models. Then what?
After I after a few weeks, kind of just watching everyone do their thing, that's when I realized I'm going to become an agent. This is where I want to be, So at that point, that's when I made the decision, and I just asked questions, and I mean it's pretty cutthroat. They didn't make it easy for me to step out of my accounting position role, to get on a booking table. I mean, they vet. It's you have to have the right the eyes, and you have to have the right personality.
Also, do they vet for? They want to know what your motives are.
Correct.
Also, di ba?
Correct. Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a very tempting industry, and everything can go wrong, can go south easily, and ruin not only your reputation of the company, agency, lawsuits here and there, and all that stuff. Wow.
So after 8 months, I landed.
Speak closer to the mic because very interesting.
Yeah.
To, I mean,
after 8 months, I landed my job at the booking table as a junior booker.
tell me, when you say cutthroat, junior booker, so may senior, anong role ng senior?
They're the ones recruiting all of the mga modelo.
So you're doing follow-ups.
I do follow-ups. I do a little bit of training. I do digitals. I send out castings.
Yes.
I make sure that they get to their fitting.
Logistics, everything.
All the logistics before they give me my first client to actually book. So you have to just watch. All the yung mga pasikot-sikot.
Yeah.
All the little.
Which is good training because
little details.
Now you're getting to talk to vendors, to casting directors, because you're the one na inutusan. Oh, call this, make sure that blah 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 is coming
Tama.
to.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and at the time, di ba wala pang you don't do text message. Everything's through phone call.
Yeah, which is good, I think.
Phone call and email.
Yes.
But mainly phone call. I mean, nowadays, I think I get on the phone maybe like 5 times in one day. Usually my cell phone. It's usually text messages and a lot of email.